Welcome to ElderBloom, your trusted companion in the journey toward vibrant senior health and graceful aging. Today's episode is not just about a fruit, it's about a daily decision that could change the way your body ages, fights disease, and heals from within. In a world filled with superfoods and complicated diets, we're going to bring it back to something incredibly simple, incredibly accessible, and incredibly powerful. Yes, just one fruit. One natural gift that, when consumed daily, has been shown to strengthen immunity. Improve, digestion, support heart health, protect your memory, and even contribute to healthier skin and bones. What is this miracle fruit? Stick with us, because we're going to build the case from science, real-life results, and the wisdom of generations. But before we unveil this one fruit, let's take a moment to understand why your nutritional choices matter more now than ever before. After the human body starts experiencing major shifts, your metabolism slows, your bones begin to lose density, your immune responses weaken, and your digestive efficiency drops. It's not just aging, it's a new phase of life that requires a new kind of nourishment. That's why what you eat is no longer just fuel, it's your daily medicine. Chapter 2. The Silent Crisis: Nutrient Deficiency in Seniors. According to the National Institute on Aging, more than 50% of adults over 60 are deficient in at least one critical nutrient. These include vitamin C, potassium, magnesium, fiber, and antioxidants, nutrients your body desperately needs to stay strong. But the problem is, many senior diets become limited over time. Smaller meals, difficulty chewing, lower appetite, or medical restrictions reduce food variety. This nutritional gap isn't always obvious. You may not feel it until it shows up as low energy, brain fog, weaker muscles, constipation, or frequent illness. That's why health experts now stress the importance of adding nutrient-dense foods into your daily routine, especially fruits that are rich in multiple essential compounds. So let's go back to our main focus today. One fruit. Just one. What if I told you there's a fruit that packs more vitamin C than an orange, more antioxidants than a cup of green tea, natural enzymes that improve digestion, and a proven ability to lower cholesterol and blood pressure? Sound too good to be true? It's not. This fruit is not exotic. It's not expensive. In fact, it's available in every grocery store, and yet it's overlooked every single day. Chapter 3. Meet the Star: The Daily Power of the Apple. Yes, the humble apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Isn't just a saying. Now backed by decades of medical research, apples are among the most studied fruits when it comes to senior health, and what scientists have found is astonishing. Let's explore why this fruit is the one food seniors must eat daily. 1. High in fiber, supports digestion and heart health. Apples contain both soluble and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber like pectin helps lower cholesterol by binding to it in the gut and removing it from the body. Insoluble fiber helps regulate bowel movements and prevents constipation, a common issue for seniors. 2. Rich in antioxidants, fights aging and disease. Apples are loaded with powerful antioxidants like quercetin and catechin, which help reduce oxidative stress in the body. This is the stress responsible for aging cells, inflammation, and many chronic diseases. Regular intake has been linked to lower risk of Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and certain cancers. 3. Heart protective nutrients. A large study in Finland found that people who ate apples daily had significantly reduced risk of stroke. That's because apples improve vascular function, reduce blood pressure, and prevent arterial plaque buildup. 4. Natural sugar, slow absorption. Unlike juices or sweets, the sugar in apples is absorbed slowly due to the fiber content, preventing blood sugar spikes, something vital for seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes. 5. Skin and bone health. Apples contain boron and vitamin C2 nutrients, essential for maintaining skin elasticity and bone density. Vitamin C also helps with collagen production, which means better wound healing and fewer wrinkles. 6. Hydration boost. Apples are 86% water, making them an excellent way to stay hydrated without chugging extra water. Especially useful for seniors who forget to drink regularly. Chapter 4. What type of apple is best? There are over 7,500 apple varieties worldwide. But which one should you pick? Red Delicious, highest in antioxidants. Granny Smith, best for blood sugar control. Gala, Fuji, sweeter, easier to chew for those with dental issues. Honeycrisp, juicy and refreshing, great for hydration. Any variety will offer benefits, so don't stress. The best apple is the one you enjoy. But if you're aiming for antioxidant content, go for darker-skinned apples. Chapter 5. When and how to eat apples for maximum benefit. Eating an apple in the morning on an empty stomach can help cleanse the digestive system and kickstart metabolism. You can also add it to oatmeal, chop it into salads, or pair it with a spoon of peanut butter for a protein-rich snack. Pro tip, always eat apples with the skin. That's where 50% of the fiber and most antioxidants live. Let's now look at the studies that show how powerful this fruit truly is. Chapter 6. The Science Behind Apples, What Research Says. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that daily apple consumption reduced LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, by up to 40% in just 4 weeks. Another study at Florida State University called apples a miracle fruit for their ability to lower inflammation and improve blood profiles in older women. In fact, apples were shown to reduce the need for medications in seniors, managing cholesterol and mild hypertension. This means fewer side effects, fewer complications, and more in a study of over 34,000 women over age 60, those who consumed apples regularly had a significantly lower risk of dying from coronary heart disease. So, what does this tell us? Nature already gave you a perfect medicine. You just have to make it a habit. Chapter 7. Real-life transformations. How 1 apple a day changed lives. Let's step away from science for a moment and talk about real people, seniors just like you, who added 1 apple a day to their lives and saw remarkable changes. Take the story of Helen, a 72-year-old retired nurse from Arizona. For years, Helen struggled with irregular digestion, frequent bloating, and borderline cholesterol. After watching a segment on the power of daily apple consumption, she made a commitment: 1 apple every morning with her breakfast. Within a month, Helen noticed she was no longer constipated. Her energy was more stable. At her next checkup, her doctor noticed improved lipid profiles and even slight weight loss, without any change in her medication or exercise. Or Tom, a 68-year-old grandfather who started slicing apples into his evening yogurt. He had mild memory lapses and often forgot names and appointments. After 3 months of consistent apple consumption, alongside staying mentally active, he reported better focus and clarity. While apples aren't a cure-all, they are a simple, daily decision that leads to consistent compounding results. As we age, the small things done daily matter more than the big things done occasionally. Chapter 8. The Role of Apples in Disease Prevention. Let's explore more about how apples help prevent chronic diseases common in older adults. 1. Heart disease. Apples reduce total cholesterol, prevent plaque buildup, and support healthy blood vessels. A Harvard study involving over 75,000 women and 38,000 men concluded that those who ate more apples had a significantly lower risk of heart attacks. 2. Type 2 diabetes. Though sweet apples have a low glycemic index, their fiber slows down sugar absorption, keeping blood sugar levels steady. In fact, a study from the Harvard School of Public Health found that people who ate apples regularly had a 28% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. 3. Cancer. Apples contain natural plant compounds, like flavonoids, which show anti-cancer effects. These help inhibit cancer cell growth, especially in the colon, breast, and liver. For brain health. Aging brains are prone to oxidative stress, which can lead to memory loss and neurodegenerative diseases. Apples contain quercetin, a flavonoid shown to protect neurons from damage and improve memory performance in lab studies. 5. Bone density. Many seniors deal with osteoporosis or weak bones. Apples support bone health by offering boron, potassium, and vitamin C, all crucial in maintaining bone density and reducing the risk of fractures. Chapter 9. Apple versus other popular fruits. Why it's superior for seniors. Let's compare apples with some other well-known fruits seniors often eat Fruit fiber per medium fruit, antioxidants, ease of digestion, sugar impact. Apple 4 grams high quercetin gentle with skin low G. Banana 3 grams medium easy, medium G. Orange 3 grams high vit, C moderate, moderate G. Mango 2.6 grams medium can be heavy high G. Grapes 1 gram moderate, easy, very high G. Apples offer an ideal balance. High fiber, excellent antioxidants, gentle digestion, and low sugar spikes. They're affordable, available year-round, and require no special preparation. Chapter 10. Can you eat too many apples? Safe daily limits. Now, the question comes, can you eat too many apples? Technically, yes. Apples are rich in fructose, and eating 5 to 6 apples a day might lead to bloating or discomfort in some individuals. For most seniors, 1 medium to large apple per day is the perfect amount. If you want to add more fruit to your diet, diversify with berries, pears, or citrus, but keep apples as your base. Chapter 11. Simple apple recipes for seniors. To make apples more enjoyable and consistent, here are 5 easy, senior-friendly recipes. 1. Cinnamon, apple, oatmeal. Cook oats and add chopped apples with a dash of cinnamon. Warm, comforting, and great for digestion. 2. Apple and nut butter snack. Slice apples and dip in almond or peanut butter. Excellent for protein and healthy fat. 3. Apple salad. Mix chopped apples with celery, walnuts, and a spoon of yogurt or light mayo. Great for lunch. 4. Warm baked apples. Core an apple, filled with a spoon of raisins and cinnamon, and bake. A healthy dessert. 5. Apple smoothie. Blend apple slices, Greek yogurt, a handful of oats, and a sprinkle of chia seeds. Perfect breakfast drink. All these recipes take under 10 minutes and are soft, easy to chew, and adaptable for seniors with dental or digestion issues. Chapter 12. Myth-busting. Common questions about apples. Let's address a few common questions. Aren't apples full of sugar? Apples contain natural sugars, along with fiber, so they don't spike blood sugar the way processed snacks do. Is apple juice the same? No, apple juice lacks fiber and concentrates the sugar. Eat whole apples instead. Do apples need to be organic? Organic is ideal, but if unavailable, wash apples thoroughly or peel them. The skin has most nutrients, so opt for organic when possible. Can apples interfere with medications? Generally, apples are safe. However, they can reduce absorption of some medications, like certain thyroid or allergy drugs. When taken at the same time, take your medicine and apple an hour apart to be safe. Chapter 13. How to build the apple habit, step by step. Let's now talk strategy. How do you build this into your routine without forgetting? Step 1. Pick a time of day you'll enjoy it, most morning, afternoon snack, or evening dessert. Step 2. Buy 5 to 7 apples at once and store them in a visible place on the kitchen counter, not hidden in the fridge. Step 3. Add varieties. Try different types each week to keep things interesting. Step 4. Use it in your favorite meals or as a companion to existing habits, for example, apple with tea time. Step 5. Track how you feel: better digestion, more energy, clearer skin. Celebrate the small wins. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Chapter 14. Closing thoughts, 1 simple fruit, 1 powerful habit. We often think health in older age comes from major lifestyle overhauls, extreme diets, heavy supplements, or long workouts. But what we've learned today is that sometimes the answer is simple. The apple is a gift from nature of accessible and ElderBloom healing nutrients. You don't need to change your whole life overnight. Just begin with 1 fruit every day. Give your body that daily act of care, and over time, the benefits will speak for themselves. And here at ElderBloom, we'll continue guiding you with love, science, and practical tools to help you bloom at any age. Chapter 15. Encouraging a loved one to start the apple habit. Sometimes you may already be committed to healthy choices. But what about your spouse, your sibling, or your elderly parents? Encouraging others, especially those stuck in habits or routines, can be tricky. So how do you gently encourage your loved ones to include apples daily? Tip 1. Start by sharing, not preaching. Instead of saying, "You should eat apples," say something like, "I've started eating one every day, and I feel a difference in my digestion." People respond better to real-life stories than instructions. Tip 2. Make it convenient. Slice up the apple, remove the peel if necessary, and serve it as a treat. Presentation matters. Use a nice plate, pair it with tea, or offer it as dessert. Tip 3. Respect preferences. Some elders don't like the texture or taste of certain varieties. Try different types. Sweeter ones, like Gala or Fuji, may work better for sensitive palates. Tip 4. Encourage subtle integration. If chewing is an issue, grate the apple into oatmeal or yogurt. Blend it into smoothies. Bake it with cinnamon. The goal is nourishment, not strict rules. Encouraging loved ones should be about shared joy, not judgment. Chapter 16. Apple alternatives. When you can't access fresh apples. While fresh apples are best, there may be days when you're traveling, feeling ill, or simply out of stock. Here are safe alternatives. Unsweetened applesauce, great for those with chewing difficulties. Make sure it's without added sugar and preferably organic. 2. Dried apple slices. Rich in fiber, but keep portions small due to concentrated sugars. Avoid those with preservatives. 3. Frozen apple slices. Available in some stores, great for blending in smoothies or oatmeal. For apple powder supplements, though not a full substitute for whole apples. These can be useful for boosting antioxidant intake in a convenient form. Ideal for seniors with very limited diets. Always consult a doctor before starting any supplement. Chapter 17. Apples and emotional health, an overlooked benefit. Here's something beautiful and rarely discussed: the emotional comfort that comes from eating familiar, wholesome foods. Apples are nostalgic. For many, they bring back memories of school lunches, orchards, or family dinners. Eating an apple can trigger a comforting sense of routine and care. For seniors facing loneliness, grief, or anxiety, something as small as preparing and enjoying a fresh apple can bring calm and joy. It can become a mini daily ritual of self-care. In fact, studies in nutritional psychiatry show that eating fruits regularly contributes to lower rates of depression and anxiety in older adults. Apples, with their vitamin C and polyphenols, support brain chemistry that uplifts mood and reduces inflammation linked to mental stress. So never underestimate the quiet power of a daily apple, not just for the body, but for the spirit. Chapter 18. Apple buying tips, what to look for and what to avoid. 1. Go for firmness. A ripe apple should feel firm to the touch, with no soft spots or bruises. Softness often means it's lost some of its nutrition. 2. Color matters. Look for vibrant, rich-colored apples. These tend to have more antioxidants. Dull or faded apples may be older. 3. Store wisely. Keep apples in a cool, dry place. They can last in the refrigerator for weeks, but store them away from strong-smelling items as apples absorb odors. 4. Wash thoroughly. Even if it's organic, wash apples before eating to remove any surface residue. A mix of water and vinegar works well. 5. Consider local or farmers market apples. These are often fresher, seasonal, and more flavorful. Chapter 19. Final checklist, your daily apple plan. Let's build your daily apple plan together. Here's a simple checklist you can follow. Buy 5 to 7 apples at the start of the week. Place them in a visible area to remind yourself. Choose your favorite time to eat. At morning is ideal. Eat with the skin for full benefits. Pair with healthy fats or protein for balance. Try one new recipe weekly to avoid boredom. Track how you feel weekly: energy, digestion, mood. This simple plan doesn't require any special tools, gym, or supplements. Just your commitment and a fruit that's always been with us, quietly waiting to be rediscovered. Chapter 20. A loving message from ElderBloom. Before we close today's episode, we want to remind you, aging is not a decline, it's a different rhythm, a softer wisdom, a deeper strength. The habits you build today, even the smallest ones, will shape your tomorrows. If eating just 1 apple a day can reduce your medication needs, sharpen your memory, protect your heart, and improve your digestion, why not begin today? At ElderBloom, our mission is to help you bloom beautifully, boldly, and healthily, no matter your age. We believe aging is not something to be feared, but something to be honored, lived fully, and nourished deeply. So here's our challenge to you. Start the 1 apple a day challenge. For the next 30 days, eat 1 apple daily. Record your energy, digestion, sleep, and mood. We'd love to hear your story. Drop a comment, send us a message, or share your journey with #ElderBloomChallenge. Remember, 1 apple a day is not just a bite of food, it's a declaration of health, self-respect, and care. Until next time, stay blooming, stay strong, and never stop believing in your ability to thrive. Thank you for watching ElderBloom. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe for more wellness wisdom specially made for you.